Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're getting into sublimation printing, you probably already know that costs can add up quickly, from printers and ink to blanks and heat presses. But what if I told you that you could significantly cut your expenses while still getting high-quality results? In today's video, I'll be sharing my top money-saving tips for sublimation, covering everything from choosing the right printer, reducing ink waste, buying in bulk, and testing your designs before printing. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned sublimation crafter, these tips will help you get the most out of your budget without sacrificing quality. Before we get started, make sure you visit my website, link in the description below, or search for my brand Color Vistas online for more resources. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more similar videos. Now let's dive into the best ways to save money on sublimation. Tip 1. Start simple. You don't need a printer right away. A lot of people think that buying a sublimation printer is the first step in getting started, but that's not always necessary. If you're just starting out and want to try sublimation before investing in a printer, you can use Cricut infusible ink sheets, sublimation markers, or even order pre-printed sublimation transfers. Infusible ink sheets are pre-printed sublimation sheets that you can cut with a Cricut machine or scissors, and then heat press onto polyester shirts, mugs, and coasters. Sublimation markers let you draw your own designs, making them great for one-of-a-kind, personalized items. If you want full-color prints without a printer, you can buy ready-made sublimation transfers from sellers on Etsy or specialty shops, which you can press at home. This method lets you test out sublimation before spending hundreds on a printer and ink, which brings us to our next tip. Tip 2. Be smart about your printer choice. If you do decide to invest in a sublimation printer, choose wisely. Sawgrass printers like the SG500 and SG1000 are popular, but their ink costs can be very expensive over time. If you're looking for a budget-friendly alternative, you might consider converting an Epson EcoTank printer instead. These printers use refillable ink tanks, so you can buy third-party sublimation ink for a fraction of the price of Sawgrass cartridges. However, keep in mind that converted Epson printers require more maintenance and don't have built-in color management software like Sawgrass does. If you prefer a hassle-free experience, you might want to go with a dedicated sublimation printer like the Brother SP1 or the Epson SureColor F170, which are designed specifically for sublimation but have lower ink costs than Sawgrass. Tip 3. Test before pressing on expensive blanks. This is one of the biggest money-saving tips in sublimation. Instead of immediately pressing your design onto an expensive blank, do a test run on scrap polyester fabric or cheap microfiber cloths from discount stores. For example, if you plan to sublimate on a high-quality polyester t-shirt, test your design on a scrap of polyester fabric first. If you're working with ceramic mugs or tumblers, consider testing on a cheaper sublimation blank before pressing on a premium one. This will help you catch mistakes before wasting expensive materials. Tip 4. Buy supplies in bulk. If you plan on doing a lot of sublimation printing, buying in bulk can save you a significant amount of money. Instead of purchasing single sublimation mugs or t-shirts, look for multi-pack deals on Amazon, Cricut, or sublimation supply websites. For example, a 10-pack of sublimation tumblers is usually cheaper per unit than buying them individually. If you only need a few, consider splitting an order with a friend to get the bulk discount without overbuying. Tip 5. Maximize your sublimation. Paper and ink usage. Sublimation ink and paper can be expensive, so don't waste unnecessary sheets. If you're printing small designs, make sure to use up the blank space on your sublimation paper. For example, if you're sublimating keychains or small designs, arrange multiple designs on a single sheet to avoid wasting paper. Some sublimation printers allow you to print on smaller-sized sublimation paper, such as 5.5 by 9 inches for mug prints, which helps you reduce paper waste even further. Another tip: don't throw away unused sublimation prints. Sublimation prints can stay good for months if stored flat, dry, and away from direct sunlight. This means you can batch print designs and use them later without any loss in quality. Tip 6. Maintain your printer to avoid expensive repairs. A poorly maintained printer can lead to clogged print heads, streaky prints, and wasted ink, which means more money spent on replacements. To avoid this, make sure you print at least once a week to keep the ink flowing and prevent clogs. Use high-quality sublimation ink that is compatible with your printer. Perform regular print head cleanings, but only when necessary. Excessive cleaning wastes ink. If you have a converted Epson printer, keep in mind that firmware updates can sometimes lock third-party ink use, so you may want to disable automatic updates to prevent any issues. Tip 7. Take care of your sublimated items. Once you've made a sublimation project, take proper care of it so it lasts longer and doesn't fade quickly. For sublimated shirts, wash them inside out in cold water and air dry or tumble dry on low to preserve the ink. For mugs and tumblers, hand washing extends their lifespan compared to running them through a dishwasher with high heat. Taking proper care of your sublimated items means they last longer, which saves you money on redoing projects. In conclusion, sublimation doesn't have to break the bank. Whether you're just starting out or already experienced, these tips will help you cut costs and get the most out of your supplies. By following these tips, you'll spend less and sublimate more while keeping your projects looking good. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. You can visit my website, link in the description below, or search for my brand Color Vistas online for more resources. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more similar videos. See you in the next video.